What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome back to GrandChase. Now in today's video, I wanted to give you guys an update on my global account now that I've been playing the game for a few days and the honeymoon phase has worn off, at least for me. What are my updated thoughts on the game? Do I still like it? Am I going to continue to play it? Well, so far so good, and believe it or not, I like the game more today than I did when I first played it. Like, I thought the game was pretty good when I first played it, but I didn't know if it was going to be in my rotation or not. But now that I've played the game for a little while longer, I've grown to appreciate the combat. More modes have opened up. I've really started to enjoy the fact that this game is extremely free to play, like crazily free to play. Like, I'm kind of shocked at how many characters this game gives you, how many selector tickets. That's like the key. They don't just give you random heroes all the time. They give you a lot of selector tickets so you can really fill out your roster. So far so good on GrandChase. So let's see how this game kind of goes as it gets a little bit older. And like I said in my first video, I'm making good on my claims. Sophia is a permanent fixture in my roster. I'm giving her all my resources. I'm leveling her up as much as she possibly can. I know she's just an S rank, but this is my girl right here, all right? So she's definitely gonna be in here. Just a quick tip, by the way, since we're here. This screen right here actually has a bunch of shortcuts for you to easily see what you need to upgrade in your character. So once it's maxed out, you know that you have to do something else. So as you can see, upgrade is max, but I need to evolve because that circle isn't all the way filled out. So a really quick shortcut if you want to kind of upgrade your characters and see where you're lacking strength-wise. Another cool feature here, as you kind of go up in star levels, the look of your characters changes as well. As you can see right here, he gets some spikes and things on his armor and his weapon. So very, very cool. And then once you have done that, once you've gotten to 6 stars, once you've done plus 12, then you can start doing prestige levels. Let's go back to Sophia really quick. Prestige levels are a thing, so there's a lot of upgrade and upward mobility when it comes to upgrading your characters in this game. Like, it just doesn't end. And then you can awaken your character as well. So basically, if you want to awaken your character, you need to have you have to have a duplicate of that character at 6 stars and plus 12. So you really need to kind of go all out in order to awaken them. But if you have a favorite character, you can really just kind of pump a lot of power into them. Sophia, as you can see, she has tier 4 weapons here, 1 tier 1, 1 tier 5, and 1 plus 2. So definitely enjoying it. So this is my tank here. I chose him because he reminds me of Zhang Tian from Smite, a game that I used to play a long time ago. Looks like he's pretty much modeled exactly after that. I don't know why I just switched those two around, but it doesn't really matter. I got Sachi here as my main healer. And then here is my SR. Another really cool thing about this game is the fact that it's so easy to re-roll. You can like re-roll in like 2 minutes. So there is no excuse not to start the game with at least 1 SR. I've seen some people start off with 3 SRs. I don't know how they did it. I wasn't gonna be waiting around for that. But this is the SR unit that I decided to go for. And she looks very cool. And like I said, she gets more and more intricate. The more she levels up, the more she evolves, which I always appreciate. And like I said earlier, I just have no need to do any summons. As you can see, I have no currency, because the game just kept giving me all kinds of, look at these S-rated units. I got Poseidon here, Nephilim, Razel, Cleo, Olivia, Burger, blah, 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 another copy of Nephilim. I got so many characters. There's just no need for me to do any type of summoning in this game thus far. So here's where I am as far as the progress in the campaign. Completely done with the story mode. Now I'm over here in the chaos difficulty. Here's something that I wasn't able to show you in my first video because I didn't have it unlocked. So there is trap, come on. There's this little mode here where you can get materials to craft weapons. So let's just jump in here and kind of do a little bit of combat. And like I said, now that I've played the game a little bit longer, I've grown to appreciate combat a little bit more, because you can keep the game on auto, and I still do, but movement is very important in kind of making sure that, let's just try to get some combat here. Try to make sure that you have all your tanks in the front, making sure that your weak characters are kind of in the back, so like right around here, making sure that they're always set up like this. But then you get these ads over here, so it's very crucial to kind of like maybe kind of steer them around a little bit so that way your tank is always in the front. Like, look at that. Now we're kind of in a good spot. Now we're in a really good spot. So my tank is up in the front. I have all of these mobs coming, and this is where I was like, okay, this game is actually, oh, I don't even have skill on. People look at the video like, FG, you're gonna start fighting? Yes, I am. Maybe I was just showing you something. You ever thought about that? So my little skill bonuses that I use are cooldown reduction, there is attack upfield, and then a barrier are the 3 that I currently use right now. And I might show you a little bit more of that as we move along. But like, this is like the perfect setup right here. I got them all lined up. The cool thing about this tank right here is that he does a fear. And at first I didn't want to use him because I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to fear mobs. I want everything all in a circle in a nice little AoE DPS circle. But fear in this game doesn't actually make you run around. Fear scares you in place. So if you fear someone in this game, they stay in place and they just don't attack you. So it's actually really, really good. So let's kind of go over here. I don't really know I think this kind of dictates what enemies come out of here. But, it doesn't really matter too much. So like I said, I'm going to kind of do the same thing. See, when auto move is on, it makes it a little bit easier because they try to fight you. Like, calm down. I'm trying to make you guys live. There we go. Get you in the front. I'm just going to pop a barrier. And then I'm going to show you. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait until I get these 40s. Make sure the tank stays in the front. I don't know where you're going. Where are you trying to go? All right, throw up the attack damage increase. As you can see, it's basically like a bloodlust in World of Warcraft. Everyone gets bigger, and here goes one of my most powerful abilities in the game right here. Bringing down the meteor. Madra ain't got nothing on this. Well, maybe he does. That does so much damage. It basically clears a room. It takes 40, so it takes a little while for it to build up. But it's definitely one of the more powerful abilities. Get my tank over here in the front. Once again, pop my little attack power and magic power increase buff. Very, very good. And that's what I've kind of focused on when it comes to research. Trying to make sure that is as powerful as possible. Skip that. Let's go for these little DPS guys, I guess. Attackers. Let me turn auto move off just for a second, because I don't like you guys fighting me. Come on, everybody, come. Line up over here. Here we go. Get you in the front. Attack up. And we are doing pretty well. So as you do these stages, we're going to get some really good weapon drops, and you're also going to be able to get some materials that you can craft weapons. So even if you don't get the perfect drop for your character, over time you'll be able to get the materials to just kind of make the weapon yourself. So that's actually pretty cool, and that's something I didn't have unlocked in the first video, and it just kind of changes the dynamic of the game in my opinion. Who's up next? Hey, tank. Come on, tank. DPS is getting DPS'd on. I'll show you the fear really quick, just so you know. Here's the fear. And as you can see, they just stand right there. So it's perfect. Perfect. And just DPS them all down. Really good tank. So there you have. Is there another wave? I think that probably is the last wave. Oh, here comes the boss mob. All right, here's the trap. It's kind of I wish I would have saved my Madra meteor, but it's okay. Go ahead and DPS them up. 28 on the ultimate meter. I kind of wish this built up a little faster. It's like, man, sometimes it just takes forever. But it should be coming up here shortly. I also did a little bit of an adjustment when it came to the AI as well. So I'll show you that after I get out of this combat here. But what you can do is you can set the frequency on how often certain characters do abilities. So right now I have the frequency of her abilities up more so. So if I have points, the person that's going to most likely do their ability on autoplay is my girl over here, as opposed to like my healer, for example. So very, very cool. A lot of tools to make your autoplay experience very nice. So here is the material that you can use to kind of build weapons, and here is a little prize here. So let's see what we get out of that bad boy. When does this reset? This resets. So 1 day and 11 hours. So I need to go through this as much as possible. There's a lot of these bad boys. So I'm gonna be working on this today. And then once you're done with that, you can go in here and craft. How much does it take to craft, and what do I really need? These are tier 5 weapons as well. So I might go with like armor for my tank. And as you can see, it's very easy to kind of find out what you need. You need 50 of these to craft your first piece and 200,000 gold. Let me tell you, gold becomes one of those sinks in this game where it's like you just need more and more gold, especially when it comes to evolving your weapons or upgrading your weapons. I will take that tier. Wait a minute, I already had a tier 5 hunter glove. I couldn't think of it. Oh man, that sucks. Or did I? Oh no, it's tier 1. Oh, that's actually perfect. And these actually provide set bonuses as well. So if you take a look, if you have 2 pieces equipped, cooldown reduction 4%, very, very nice. And if you get 4 pieces of this gear, you will get power anger effect, so attack damage boost and damage received reduction. So pretty cool. And I actually did have the glove, but the funny thing is about this game, I've been playing so many other RPGs in my life, and I was like, when I first saw this, I was like, I don't need another glove. I already have gloves already equipped. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Unlike other games, this game actually has an individual glove slot for each glove. All other games just basically have one glove slot and a pair of gloves. Not in this game. This game, you actually can put on mismatching gloves. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. This is the very best time to make sure you get your upgrades in during hot time. Any other time, this is going to be super expensive. And like I said, I'm not a gambling man. Even though I play gachas, I'm not a gambling man. Screw that. I'm going for a safe upgrade. Let's see, does anyone else need any upgrades? I think my tank does. Yeah, look at all this. A lot of work to do. And this is definitely the time to do it. I'm not going to just kind of sit the... Oh, see what happened? I lost a tier. Screw that. I'm only going to do safe upgrade. But I'm not going to spend half this video trying to get this. But I am going to spend 10 more seconds of this video doing this. Look at that. Boom. Looking very, very nice. All right. So that's that. Another thing going on right now are these two events. And these events are the dumbest events that I've ever seen in any game ever. So this is what happens. You get this currency right here, and then you can use this currency. You use 10 of them to flip over one of these cards, and you get what's under the card. However, there are certain instances, like right there, I flip that over. Why don't I get that 300? I don't know. It just exploded. There's a random chance for your loot to explode. And I'm like, why even put that in the game? Like, don't even, oh, look, there goes an S card. Beautiful. But why even put that in the game if you're just going to explode it at randomly? Like, either give it to me or don't give it to me. Balance this whole board with the respect of players getting the entire board or don't. Like, the fact that you're going to blow it up in my face. Let's see if it'll happen again. Thank you. Those are very, very good as well in order to get you evolution materials. Look at that. I was supposed to get 100,000 gold. It blew up in my face, and all I got was a freaking key. I don't understand. Like, there's another one. I wanted that 300. Why can't I get it? Like, I don't understand. I didn't do anything wrong. All I did was flip the card over. There's another one. I wanted that tier 5 pig. Another 100 grand down. Like, I don't understand why they had to add an exploding concept here. Here is a armor selector ticket, and this game is really good about selectors. So you can really, depending on what you need on your team, you can absolutely just kind of fill it out. Thank you for the 100 cash up currency. So what kind of selector was this? Well, first let's do this. Let's see who I get out of this. S tier character. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is, oh, nice, perfect. This could not have been better. So she's gonna get awakened very, very soon. So I'm gonna get her to +6. Wait, what is it? 6 stars and +12. And I'm gonna make her awakened as well. She's gonna be my very first awakened unit. And then what is this? This is for support armor selector. Support armor selector. I think probably the smartest thing to do is to select something for my tank, I would think, because my tank is really far behind. How about I just do this empty slot here? Yeah, let's do that. So we'll go with tank. I think that's where it's gonna go. Let's go, because it does say support armor, right? But I already have a boot. I already got a boot. Hold on. Hold up. Let's make sure we do this right. Let's do this right, guys. Because I'm a little confused. Let's go back over to my armor. Where is my armor? All right. So I already got a boot. Support armor. Okay, so that's going to be this slot. So support armor is going to be this slot. He got 2 boots on. Once again, you can wear 2 different gloves, 2 different boots. I'm going to go for another boot. Or actually, I'm going to go for a glove. That way I have one that has physical defense, which I assume boots are physical. And I'm going to assume gloves are magic, or helmet is magic. So we're going to do that. All right, let's see. Let's see if I made the right decision. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Hold on. Put that there. All right, so now I got a physical boot. Got 1 boot, all right, in combat, and a helmet. And there you go. And then, of course, since it's hot time right now, make sure you get that upgraded. What else can we talk about in the game thus far? So, guild's going pretty well. If you want to join the guild, we are the Waifu Clan. I don't know what the maximum on the guild is, but that's that. This is a very cool feature here as well, being able to exchange your evolution stones with your guild members, and also being able to get something for it, and being able to get kind of like a little bonus as well. So, I very much appreciate this little function here. Very cool. That is guild. Nothing else to really talk about. Expedition is another mode that opens up a little bit later. This is just basically a dispatch mode. You send out your units, they come back in 4 or 8 hours, and they come back with goodies. As you can see, since I don't really need my cash up currency to do summons, I've been just using it in other places. So as you guys can see, I opened up 2 more slots here just to have more expeditions running at once. So that is that. What else is going on? This screen right here is super important. This is where most of your power comes from. This is basically a bounty board. So you want to spend a lot of time doing this board here, because it's going to lead you around the game, but it's also going to give you some really good stuff here. You can also, once again with the selectors, this game should be like this is the most selecty game I've ever played. So you can get healer evolution stones, you can get gold, attacker, or just not cash up currency. This is for your passive bonuses. So yeah, very cool. So this is where you want to spend a lot of time. You want to make sure that this thing is always on cooldown. You want to make sure it always says 0, and you're always kind of clearing these things out, because that is where a lot of your power is going to come from. That's where a lot of your evolution materials are going to come from, as well as the shop itself. Shop is actually really easy to navigate. All you want to do is just skip down here to the honor shop. This is like PvP. Here's your guild stuff right here. I haven't been saving up. I've just been buying Valor here. For the honor shop, I've been buying accessory tickets. For this shop right here, I have been buying, actually, no, I want tank stones. I've been buying evolution stones in this store. So as you can see right there, trying to get my tank to evolve. And then as you do those missions that I was just talking about, that bounty board, you get this currency here, which I've been buying prestige marks for, to prestige my character. So that is what I have been up to, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Trial Tower we talked about in the first video, PvP we talked about in the first video, daily defense I think I've already did it, but this is just kind of like a stage that you fight where there is a modifier going on. So right now, the monsters in this stage will reduce their magic damage received by 40%. So you really don't want to bring a mage to this, because they're going to be doing 40% less damage. And that's basically what this daily defense is. It's all about making sure that you have a very diverse roster in order to kind of, you know, mitigate the stuff that's bad, all right? Mitigate the fact that they're gonna reduce 40% of your damage, so you wanna have an attacker and a hunter that you can slide into that spot and take out your mage and use someone else. So that's what that's all about there. Dimensional boss we talked about. Level 70, Cannibal. I'll still fight it, but let me go ahead and summon my little level 45 Wendy. Look at this. So as you complete stages in the game, you will find these tickets randomly, and then you can summon one of these bad boys. Just for summoning, you get those 2 evolution stones right there, and then your entire guild can come in here and fight Wendy. So that's actually pretty cool there. What else is going on here? And Wizard's Labyrinth. I actually forgot what this is really about. So guess what? Not gonna talk about it. not gonna talk about it. It feels just like another tower mode, to be honest, but there you have it. So that will do it. The only thing I don't have unlocked is Hero's Tower, which is probably, guess what? A tower of some sort. But that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, my name is FG3000. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Right now. See, oh, look at this guy, Balzac. This guy's name is Balzac. Look at this guy. We could just say an auto move in here. Really, when it comes to these dimensional bosses, I just keep it on auto, but I always keep this this bad boy right here on cooldown, because this is super important, kind of maximizing your DPS. Watch this, ready? Oh, I can move out of the way, or I can just move my entire roster into the mix of it, because that is pro move right there. Bloodlust, there you have it. So anyway, guys, I'm out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.